Hello, Lizard Clan. Dizzy Lizard and Big Lizard. What? No Gecko Lizard. No Kimono Dragon Lizard. Of course, she wouldn't want to be a Kimono Dragon Lizard. Big ugly creatures Kimono Dragons are, and both of y'all are good-looking skinny creatures. Well, not creatures, but you know what I mean. Good-looking skinny people. Okay, so let's get right down to it. I tend to go long, and I could just ramble on without even answering one single question. What is your favorite type of pie? I like, it's kind of a tie between either apple pie or pecan pie. Pumpkin pie would be a close third in there. Rhubarb pie would be, for me, a no-go. No-go on the rhubarb pie. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? I'll even mention the brand. I like either Pet Heavenly Hash or Pet Moose Tracks. Fantastic ice cream. Even the Pet Moose Tracks low calorie ice cream is very good. And usually I wouldn't say that about something that's low calorie, but especially in dessert line, because usually they taste like crap. But the Moose Tracks low calorie, 1/3 less calories, highly recommend that. And I know you guys are kind of skinny there, but you know what? People don't give skinny people enough credit. They say, well, you're skinny, you can eat anything. Well, you know, the reason skinny people, sometimes the reason they're skinny is because they make an extra special effort. Now, Big Lizard, you probably don't make any special effort. When I was that age, I could eat anything I want. But Diz, she may not make a special effort. I make a special effort, and it's not an easy thing. What is your favorite subject in school? I guess I'm like most people. My favorite subject tended to be the subject that I was best in, and so that would have to be history. And the reason I was better in history than other subjects is because it lends itself more to having a good memory than the other subjects. And when I was in school, I had one terrific memory. And not really so much anymore. Actually, if I didn't drive a car and didn't wear glasses, I would probably delude myself into thinking I still had a good memory. But when you lose your keys and your glasses as many times during the day, not so much my keys, but my glasses, lose them as much during the day as I do, it knocks your memory ego just right out from underneath you. But I remember in history class, there'll be questions on tests that aren't in the books, and just from what the teacher says, and people will be furiously taking notes and everything, and I could listen to the teacher go on for a good long time and write down like one or two little key words, and then when I look back through my notes, I'd see my key words, and I could pretty much remember the whole gist of what they said just by looking at my key words. And I would see all these other people just furiously scribbling everything down. So yeah, history. I made straight A's in history. I made a few other A's, but other subjects, math. I struggled in math. I took French. Struggled in French big time. I wish I'd have took Spanish. It would have been a lot more useful. But got to be history simply because I was good at it. People like the things that they can do. Do you like cats or dogs? Well, I like cats and dogs both, but I think it's no secret, certainly no secret that I love cats. Absolutely love cats, and my cats are just so super cute. I mean, other people's cats, they're usually cute, and then there's my cats. I mean, there's just a noticeable difference in my cats and everybody else's. So yeah, super cute, smart cats. Mine are, and everybody else's are they're good cats too. But there's still a gap. There's still that gap. What's your favorite TV show? Well, I could have named a lot of TV shows here before I started doing YouTube in August, but my TV watching has just plummeted off a cliff since August. I used to religiously watch the Sunday night block of sitcoms that's always on Fox. Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad. Back when Futurama was on, I'd watch it. And King of the Hill to a little lesser extent. But I loved all those shows, and you know, a lot of the old time sitcoms. But we're talking modern day here. But my favorite show, the one I still to this day, the only show. There's only one show, really, that is I can't miss, and that would be House. House rocks. I mean, House totally rocks. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, House is the best show that's been on television in 10 years. It is just that good. I mean, I love House. I just love how the attitude. Gregory House he's just got so much attitude. He's so smart and got so much attitude he's kind of well, I think you're old enough to hear this word. He's a little bit of an asshole, but that just makes him all much more lovable as far as TV watching goes. I would dearly hate to have him as a neighbor. I think he would be a very poor neighbor, but but I would love to have him as a doctor, especially if I had something that nobody else could find that was wrong with me. Anyway, I've gone on far too long on this. New mantra: keep it short, which I'm not doing too good a job here. But House. Long story short, or long story made longer. House. It's on Tuesday nights. Number 6 and 7. Do you have any brothers and sisters? If you do you get along with them? I have one brother, no sister, and yes, I get along with them just fine, just great, actually. We moved around when I was a kid. We moved around a whole lot. We probably went to me and my brother probably went to 12, 13 different schools. Some of them twice, because some of them we'd go to and then go somewhere else and then come back to them. But we were always the new kids on the block, and when you're the new kid on the block, new kid in school, you're always going to get kind of bullied just simply because you're the new kid. And he was kind of my protector. He was always bigger than me and stronger than me. I'm taller than him now, but even now he's a lot more muscular than what I am. But he was always kind of my protector. I mean, I would get bullied, and he would help me out quite a bit in that respect. And that's something that I've never forgotten and never will forget, really. And as far as not getting along, probably the only times in my life that I can think of that we didn't get along was back when we were fairly young kids. Of course, the thing to do is watch cartoons on Saturday morning. And you're so lucky to have, all these kids anymore got your own TVs in your room and cable with all these different channels, computer, and we had one television and an outside antenna that got 3 channels, and we didn't have a rotor, so if you wanted to change channels, then you had to go outside and physically twist the antenna around. So naturally on Saturday morning each one of us liked different cartoons. So I'd be watching my cartoon, which the antenna was all set for. So he would go outside and not tell me anything about it. Go outside and twist the antenna around to his channel, and then come back in and try to watch it. Well, naturally that didn't set too well with me, so I would go outside and I'd twist it around to my channel and come back in. And it was kind of a war of wills on that. Sometimes he would win, and sometimes I would win. But that was just really about the only friction that I can remember between us at all. And thinking back, that's such a minor thing. Now it seems like such a minor thing. It didn't seem like that minor a thing then. Then everything seemed like a major deal, and that was just one of the more major deals. So yeah, one brother, we get along great. Do you play video games, and which ones? I don't play video games as much as what I used to. It bothers my wrist. It bothers my finger joints quite a bit. I think after I got my computer, the first game really that I played was Duke Nukem. I was a big Duke Nukem fan. it's a first-person shooter, which I'm sure Diz is probably familiar with. I'm not sure if you are or not, but they came out with a whole series of them after that, the first-person shooters. And yeah, Duke Nukem was one I did play. I never play it anymore. And let me look in my game folder. Woo, lost everything here. Game folder, game folder, game folder. I don't, like I said, I don't play a lot of this. The fast twitch games is what really gets my joints. So I don't play any of the fast twitch games much. I can play them. I'll play them for like 15 minutes at a time, and that'll be it. There's a game called Wiggly. I play some, and I play Scrabble and Hyper Bowl and DX Ball. I'll show just a little bit of that here in just a minute, because I did a little separate type of deal on that. I also did a deal on one called Mars Taxi, but I may not even show that because it seems like it's been causing computer glitches for me, and I don't want to go out there and be on record of liking a game that causes anybody's computer to go all on the fritz. Okay, I just thought I'd show you a couple of games here that I sometimes play. I don't play too many games anymore, but anyway, this is Hyper Bowl. This comes with Microsoft Plus. There, I got a strike. This comes with Microsoft Plus, which is the XP version of Plus. And of all the computerized bowling games I've seen, this actually is the best one I've seen. I mean, it's not like it's going to be Nintendo Wii or something, but it's the best one that I have run across. And I'm using just a trackpad right here. This game works. It really works far better with a trackball. So if you're going to play Hyper Bowl, you need a trackball. Okay, this game is DX Ball. It also actually might be a free download. I've always loved DX Ball. It's your typical breakout type of game, which the object, of course, is to get all the blocks all the blocks cleared away. So yeah, there's any number of similar games to this here, but this is always the one that I have preferred, and I never have. I think it would probably be possible to master this one. In other words, go through all the levels, of course, but I never have got that done. I've probably gone through. Well, there was the first level I went through. I've probably gone through 10 or 12 levels anyway, and I'm not sure how many they are, but I've never made it through all of them. Another little game I sometimes play is Wiggly. It's a little worm type thing, and you eat all the fruit, and every time you eat some of the fruit, the worm gets longer, and eventually it gets so long that the tail gets so long that you keep. When you run into the tail or run into the side of the field here, then the game is over. I've got as high as, I don't know, I don't think I've ever got 300 points. I think I've got like about 280 points or something like that on Wiggly. And usually I'm not quite as disorganized here, but I'm trying to film and do this at the same time. And as you can see, the tail keeps getting longer. I'm going to run into my tail on purpose here just to end the game. Doop. And as you can see, game is over, and I scored 56 points. And I've not played it in a long time, but I think my high score is up close to 300. Maybe it's not 300, but maybe close to 300. Okay, and this game is called Scrabout, which is really the same thing as Scrabble. And I have played this game far more than all my other games on my computer combined, for the simple reason that it's a slow twitch game, and I'm recording all this out of order, so I've probably already mentioned that it bothers my fingers to play fast twitch games very much at all. Okay, Robert starts. That would be me, Blinkazoid, or Robert. I just assume people call me Blink, though. Okay, see, and there's my bunch of letters. Let's see here. We'll just make a simple one. Well, it's already got Mesa spelled out, so we'll go ahead and spell out that. I'm just going really fast here. Give you an idea of the game. Get done right here. And then the computer played fished. So there, Robert has 12 points, and the computer is ahead of me. I beat it about half the time. I've got the difficulty level set right in the middle, and I probably beat it half the time. If you set the difficulty level all the way to the most difficult, you might as well forget about it. You're not going to beat it. Not very often anyway. I'm just throwing up anything right now just for the heck of it because I'm in a hurry showing stuff. I made bed, which is not many points. Bed was 6 points. It made ice and plus EM. Don't ask me what. I think EM is maybe a measurement. I'm not sure. EM and EN are both words. But anyway, I love Scrabble. And so yeah, great game. And I really do think that Scrab Out is a free download. Not sure. I've had this one for, oh goodness, I've had this one for 10 years, and it's worked, believe it or not, on every operating system I've ever tried it on. This game has worked. Don't know about Vista. I don't have Vista yet. But yeah, love Scrabble. Have you ever had surgery? Yes, I've had 2 surgeries. I had plantar fascia release on my left foot, which I really don't recommend that surgery to anybody. It did not help me. I've always had, well, not always, but for a good long time, had pain on the bottom of both feet. There's a thing called plantar fasciitis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and that was supposed to take care of that in my left foot, but really it never did. And if I could go back, I would not have that surgery. And I've had hydrocell surgery, which I won't go into that. If you care to, you can look it up, but I'm not going to go into the hydrocell surgery here. What's your favorite color? My favorite color kind of changes from time to time. Right now, I like purple. I've always kind of liked purple, but I would say now it's my favorite. About a year ago, my favorite color, I think Diz mentioned this on one of hers, my favorite color about a year ago was teal. Still love teal, and that was my favorite color for several years before purple just sort of snuck in there and took over. Well, I think I've done reasonably quick here. I enjoyed your questions, and you know, me and your mom here on YouTube we go way back. For me anyway. I'm not sure when she joined, but I joined in August, I guess. And she was one of the, I've got I subscribed to about 270 people, and she was the 7th person I subscribed to. And I think that I'm getting close to 200 subscribers, and she was my 25th or 26th subscriber. So that just sort of shows you how far we kind of go back there. And she doesn't post as much as she used to, and I can understand. She's really busy raising a family and all, but she's still out there commenting, and I love to see her comments on my videos, and I consider her a good online friend. And you're lucky to have a mom like her, and don't you forget it. So I guess that's about it. Okay, bye, Lizard Clan, and everybody else.